It started showing up everywhere. 777 on a license plate, on a receipt, on your phone at a random moment you happen to glance down, and then again and again, always 777. You brushed it off the first time, maybe the second, but by now you know. This isn't random. Something is trying to reach you. And today I'm going to show you exactly what it's saying. In the mathematics of life, repetition is never accidental. When the same number keeps appearing across different moments in different places, that is not your brain playing tricks. That is a pattern, and every pattern carries a message. The mirror law tells us that nothing appears on the outside without a reason rooted on the inside. What keeps showing up in your external reality is always connected to something happening in your internal world. 777 is one of the most significant numbers in that language. Across ancient traditions, across spiritual systems that had no contact with each other, the number 7 has always carried the same meaning: completion, divine perfection, the point where the human and the sacred meet. When you see 777, that energy doesn't just multiply. It speaks directly to where you are in your journey right now. You don't find 777. 777 finds you at exactly the right moment. To understand 777, you first have to understand 7. 7 is not an ordinary number. In almost every major spiritual tradition on earth, 7 represents the point of completion between the physical and the divine. 7 days of creation, 7 heavens, 7 levels of spiritual awareness. The 7th step is always the one that crosses the threshold. The number 7 carries the frequency of deep inner wisdom, of truth that lives beyond logic, of the soul finally catching up with what the mind has been slowly learning. When you see a single 7, it is a quiet confirmation you are on the right path. When you see 77, that confirmation doubles. Something is aligning. But 777 is different. 777 is not just confirmation, it is an arrival. God saying, you have reached something. A cycle within you has completed. Something is ready to open that was not open before. And that something is always connected to what is happening inside you right now. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Most people who see 777 are going through a period of uncertainty, of transition, of wondering whether the choices they made were the right ones. 777 shows up to answer that question directly. The path that brought you here, including the detours, including the painful chapters, including the things that felt like failures, was all part of a design larger than what you could see from inside it. The mirror is showing you alignment. Your inner journey and your outer circumstances are finally speaking the same language. Trust what you are living. A cycle is completing. Something new is about to begin. 777 almost always appears at the end of something. A period of growth that felt endless. A version of yourself you have been slowly outgrowing. When that cycle completes, there is often a stillness that can feel like loss. 777 appears in that stillness to tell you, this is not an ending. This is a threshold. What is coming next has been waiting for you to be ready. And you are finally ready. Your spiritual awareness is opening. 777 speaks directly to the soul's development, not to your circumstances, to you at your deepest level. If 777 keeps appearing, something within you is waking up to a level of understanding that was not accessible before. An intuition getting sharper, a connection to something beyond the surface of life that is becoming harder to ignore. This is the mathematics of life becoming visible to you. And 777 is God saying, you are beginning to read it. When 777 appears, don't just notice it, use it. Whatever you were thinking, whatever question was sitting in your mind in that moment, pay close attention. Because 777 tends to appear when your intuition is at its clearest, when the noise has quieted enough for truth to surface. Ask yourself 3 questions. What cycle in my life is coming to an end? What am I finally ready to leave behind? What has been trying to open inside me that I have been too afraid to let through? What does the deepest part of me already know that my fear has been arguing against? Write those answers down. Because 777 is not asking you to change course. It is asking you to trust the one you are already on, to stop second-guessing the direction your soul has been pointing you toward. From now on, when you see 777, don't just smile and scroll past it. Stop, breathe, and recognize what it is, a message from something greater than chance, a confirmation that you are seen, that you are guided, that the mathematics of your life are unfolding exactly as they should. You are not behind, you are not lost, you are not too late. 777 means you are right on time. In the next video, we'll decode another sign. Until then, keep your eyes open. God is speaking to you.